What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I am in franchise attempting this challenge, you could say. I'm going to be playing as a random NFL team, and for every loss I lose my best player, and for every win I gain my opponent's best player. For example, if I am the New Orleans Saints and I lose my first game, Demario Davis will get traded to whoever I lost to in exchange for the worst player on their team at that position. So if the Saints lost to the Panthers, then Demario Davis gets traded to the Panthers in exchange for the Panthers' worst Mike linebacker. And then vice versa. If I win, I get to trade for the Panthers' best player, whoever that is. That's kind of how this works, and our goal is to win a Super Bowl, but I'm not allowed to draft any players. I'm not allowed to sign free agents. I'm not allowed to make any trades other than the win or loss trades. So I think it'll be fun. Let's get into it. We're going to pick a random NFL team. I've got a wheel here containing all 32 NFL teams, and we're going to give it a spin and see what it lands on. And it's going to give the Jaguars. Okay, so we're going to be playing this season, or we're going to be playing this franchise as the Jags. All right, so hopefully we can win us a Super Bowl. All right, so let's see this team that we're going to be working with for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Who is the highest overall player on this team? It looks like it's going to be Josh Hines-Allen at 88 overall. If we lose this first game, then we lose our superstar X Factor, Josh Hines-Allen. That would be a terrible way to start this franchise. Okay, so let's simulate this first game against the Panthers, and hopefully we can get a win, because that would make it a whole lot easier to get this ball rolling and turn it into a Super Bowl. Let's see here. Did we win? We did win, 38-22. Let's go. That's a good start to the season. Okay, so we're going to go to the Trade Center, and then we'll find the Panthers on here. And their highest overall player is Derek Brown, 97 overall. Wow. And then we will give them our worst defensive tackle, Mason Smith. Their highest overall player was Derek Brown, but in order to force the trade, I had to go in and move him to punter. So he is a D tackle, but it just says punter, and he's a 97 overall. And this should go through. There it is. So Derek Brown is now a part of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and I will move him back to D tackle. Just give me a second. All right, so this is what our defense looks like now with Derek Brown in there. And D tackle was kind of a hole that this team had, so that works out perfectly. This defense is looking really good now. If I could get some better safeties, that'd be nice, but this front seven looks really good. All right, now let's advance this game against the Cincinnati Bengals. If we win this game, I think we can get Jamar Chase, which would be absolutely insane. So let's simulate this game. Hopefully we can get a win here, and we can get somebody good. Yikes. Wow, we lost 37-10. So that was not really close at all. But that now means that we have to go trade our best player, who is now Derek Brown. So as quickly as we got Derek Brown, we lost him, just like that. That really sucks, because we needed a really good D tackle like Derek Brown, but we will get Jordan Jefferson for Derek Brown. All right, well, that sucks. We're right back to where we started. So now let's advance to the next week. We are playing the Houston Texans in this one. So a win here would be huge. Come on. Another loss. Another loss, which means another trade. We have to trade away our best player once again. Now it is Josh Hines-Allen. So back-to-back weeks, we're losing an insane defensive lineman. All right, Darrell Taylor, you are now a Jaguar. And he was a superstar X Factor. That sucks. It sucks to lose a player like that, but now let's move on and play the San Francisco 49ers. This is looking like it's going to be another loss. Yeah, it is. 17-12. This is going downhill quick, huh? All right, Devin Lloyd, you're off the team, buddy. And Garrett Wallow is who I'm getting in return. Oh, and not to mention we now have to play the Chiefs, who in this timeline still have Mahomes and everyone, and they're still really good. Let's see how this goes. Hopefully we can get a win here, and we can poach Mahomes from them. Maybe. All right. Let's see. Oh, we lost by 3. Come on, man. This is really going downhill quick. So now Foyesade Oluwakan is going to be traded away to the Chiefs, and we're going to get Jeffrey Bassa in return. It's just great. God, we're like a charity right now, just handing out our best players to everyone. And now this is a big game against the Seahawks. Can we please win this one? And we do get the win. Let's go. We beat the Seahawks. Now we can get their best player from them. The Seahawks' best player is Jackson Smith-Njigba, who is a 94 overall. We're going to be able to grab him from the Seahawks. And we're only going to have to give away Dyami Brown. And here's what the offense looks like now with JSN as our wide receiver 1. This offense is really not great, but it should be able to get the job done. Now we have an elite receiver, so that's really helpful. Okay, who do we got this week? We've got the Rams this week. They are 2-4, same record as us, but they are 8 overalls higher. Let's hope we can squeak one out here against Los Angeles, and then we would be able to get one of their best players. And hey, we get a win against the Rams. Okay, so this is going to allow us to go get a baller. Let's go find out who we're getting. Matthew Stafford, 99 overall, is the best overall player on the Rams, and so we will be obtaining him in exchange for Nick Mullins. Okay, so we've now got Matthew Stafford, 99 overall, along with JSN at receiver. This is so twisted. The rivals have now become teammates, and I love to see it because hopefully this will lead to more wins. But that also means that Trevor Lawrence is now the backup, which is kind of funny. Like, one of our better players is being benched because we won. Okay, this week is our bye week, so nothing going on this week. And now after the bye, we get to play the Las Vegas Raiders. This should be a win, and we should be getting Max Crosby on our team, but let's not speak too soon. Let's just simulate this game and see what happens. And we lost. Oh my, there's no way. We actually just lost to the Raiders. We have to trade Stafford to the Raiders, bro. Yeah, this is bad. I feel like we might create a monster out of the Raiders, because they might turn really good now that they have a quarterback. Trevor Lawrence is now the starter again. At least we have a good quarterback, so losing Stafford doesn't hurt us too much. It does suck, though, that we no longer have a 99 overall. We play the Texans again. We lost to them in week 3, and we had to give them Josh Hines-Allen, which really sucked. So hopefully we can get a win here and poach somebody from them. But let's see. Is it going to be a win? Oh my, we lost again. We are now going to give the Texans Jackson Smith-Njigba. Wow, this is going worse than I thought it would. We could have gotten Will Anderson. But instead we're losing JSN. We now play the 8-2 Los Angeles Chargers. I have no words. Let's get a win. Oh, we are on a bad losing streak right now. And trading away our best player every time we lose is certainly not helping. So Travis Etienne is now gone. This one shouldn't be a huge impact. Who did we just lose to? The Chargers. We're going to get Kamani Vidal, which, low-key, that's not even terrible. That's not a terrible trade. It could have been much worse. Now let's advance. Let's play this game against the Arizona Cardinals and see if we can get a win here. We need to get back on track. Like, straight up, we just need to get back on track, back into the win column. But that's not going to happen. Wonderful. We lose once again, and we have to trade our best player once again. Travis Hunter, no. No, we're going to lose Travis Hunter. That's terrible. I had, like, the most emotional attachment to Travis Hunter on this team. So that's really sad. Goodbye, old friend. Just for reference, this is now what the team looks like. We no longer have Stafford, JSN, or Travis Etienne, or Travis Hunter. So this is not going well. Defensively, everything is gone. Our linebackers, our D-line. We still have Trayvon Walker, but yeah, basically everything is gone on defense. Next up, we've got the Tennessee Titans. I think Jeffrey Simmons is their best player. Hopefully we can just get a win here. Getting back into the win column would be huge. We got shut out. We just got shut out by the Tennessee Titans. 24-0. This challenge might just be doomed. Because it might just be impossible to win now. Jacoby Myers is our next best player. Now everyone that I'm trading just really isn't even that good to begin with. So I'm not losing much here now. We could have had Jeffrey Simmons, but yeah, that's goodbye Jacoby Myers. I need a miracle here. Indianapolis Colts, 86 overall. Let's get a win here and snag their best player, whoever that may be. Come on, show me a win. Yes, we got a win. Finally. All right. Wow, that took way too long to get a win. Okay, so we just beat the Colts, and we are going to get Jonathan Taylor from them. Wow, that is a big win. Although I don't know how much a running back is going to help our problems here, but I guess we did just get shut out, so we need all the offense we can get. All right, the Jets are next up, and they are a 5-8 team, which is hilarious knowing how their season went in real life. But let's try to get a win here and see if we can snag another player. And we do get a win. Okay, we're building a little bit of momentum here. So we are now able to get the best player from the Jets, who is going to be Breece Hall. Oh, that's kind of awkward. We just got Jonathan Taylor. And we're going to have to give up Bashal Tutin, which is actually pretty good. Okay, so we've got a little two-headed monster here at running back with Breece Hall and Jonathan Taylor. I don't think Breece Hall will be playing all that much. So unfortunately that win was not very helpful for the team. But I'm not going to complain about a win. We're facing the Denver Broncos next, which is going to be a tough game. But hopefully we can get a good player here. Oh boy. Well, now it's a good thing that we got Breece Hall because Jonathan Taylor is gone. We lose Jonathan Taylor to the Broncos. Wow, that sucks. All right, so it's pretty clear that we're eliminated from the playoffs here. So our goal of winning Super Bowl will not be accomplished in the first season, but we can still play these games and try to get better players for the team. So let's advance to next week, play this game against the Colts, and let's see if we can get a win. We lose to the Colts. So now we're going to be without Breece Hall and Jonathan Taylor, because Breece Hall is our next best player. All right, there goes Breece Hall. Man, this sucks. This season has been terrible. And to end the season, we have the Titans. Let's just see here. To end the season, we lose to the Titans. Unbelievable, man. Jordan Lewis is now going to be gone. Who did we just... Oh. Jordan Lewis is heading over to the Titans for Micah Robinson. The team finished 5-12, and this is the final team. It's not looking good over here in Jacksonville. The defense is especially bad. I mean, we've got nothing. Just absolutely nothing. So hopefully some of these guys can develop a little bit, and then we can start off hot next year with some wins. But yeah, this is going to be really tough to bounce back from. All right, simming to the Super Bowl here. It is the Bucks and the Bills playing in the big game. We're gonna sim to next season, and hopefully we can start off with a win. It just starts with one, then we get an insane player, then it snowballs into a bunch of wins, and then all of a sudden, our team is, it looks like a Pro Bowl team. Week 1, we're going to be playing against the Vikings with our 74 overall team. Let's just start off hot with a win, and then we can build from there. Come on. We do not get a win in Week 1. This is getting really bad. Our next best player is Brian Thomas Jr. That's a big one. So we're going to trade him for Jaquan Jackson. Sick, dude. There's going to be a point where my best player is worse than a team's worst player at a position. I can't wait for that day. But for now, we've got the Dallas Cowboys on the schedule. They're an 84 overall. We're a 74 overall. Let's see what happens here. Another loss. Man, this team is pathetic. Ezra Cleveland is our next best player, and he will be going to the Cowboys for Ben Red. Wait, hold on. This is kind of... Ben Red is a hidden dev, so there's a chance that Ben Red develops into a better player than Ezra Cleveland, so I like that. I actually don't hate the value on that at all. The problem is that we are now a 73 overall, and it doesn't seem that there is a win in the near future. We're going up against the Jets here. If we were going to get a win, this would be the time, because it is the Jets. But no, we're even losing to the Jets. We're losing to everybody. All right, who is our best player now? Trayvon Walker. Trayvon Walker will be going to the Jets in exchange for Tyler Barron. Next we've got the Cleveland Browns, who are 3-0. What world are we living in where the Browns are 3-0? Anyway, can we get a win here, please? Yes, finally. Thank you. We finally get a win, which means we get the Browns' best player. Who even is the... Oh, I forgot about Myles Garrett. Whew. That's a big one. And yeah, that's a pretty big upgrade from Danny over here to Myles Garrett. All right, Myles Garrett is now a Jaguar. That is a tremendous change to this defense. Maybe the best player in all of football right now. It's really good to have him on the team. And we've got the Ravens this week, who are also 1-3, but somehow 13 overalls higher. Let's play the Ravens and see if we can get lucky here. Because if we lose this game, Myles Garrett is right back off the team. So in order to keep him, we need to win this game. And we lose. 21-6. All right, well, it was fun to have Myles Garrett while we had him, but now he's gone. This week we're going up against the Texans. They're 2-3, and they're an 85 overall, so we're going to need a miracle here to get a win, and we lose. We lose once again. Yeah, this is getting really bad. We now have to trade away Trevor Lawrence. Wow. Yeah, I may have to restart or something, because this is going terribly. We've got the bye week this week, so at least we're not losing our best player this week. We are at least retaining them. But now we have to play the Eagles, and they're really good, it looks like. So this is probably going to be another scenario where we lose a player. And yeah, we lost 38-17. And Parker Washington is the next one to go. And we're going to be getting Darius Cooper from the Eagles. And yeah, there it is. So at this point in the season, all hope was pretty much lost. So I'm just going to fast forward until the end of the season, and then I'll see you guys then. And here is the final team after year 2. It's really bad. This team is awful. Like, this team is actually awful. I'm just going to reset and try again with another team, because, look at this team. Do you blame me? Okay, so let's spin this wheel again and see what team we get this time. We're gonna get the Rams. Okay, this is very promising. Hopefully we can get a better start because that really the start is what's what kind of dictates how you're gonna do. So if we start off by winning, we're gonna win a lot more. So let me create a new franchise real quick. Okay, we are starting this franchise with the Rams because the last one went absolutely horribly. So this is the team that we're working with now. Much better than what we had going on last time. The defense could be a little better, but I feel really good about this offense, and I think we can win some games and steal some players and hopefully win a Super Bowl. So let's get to it. Okay, week one is against the Houston Texans. So let's start off strong here and win our first game of the season. That will make the rest of the season much, much easier. And we do win our first game. That's huge. So now we get to go take the Texans' best player. And the highest overall Texan is Will Anderson Jr. So we will be grabbing him. Okay, so the problem with this, or problem, it's a good problem to have, is that we already have Jared Verse. So I might just move Jared Verse over to right edge because, because I want both of them on the field at the same time. So I'm just going to edit him and make him a right edge rusher so that we can play both guys at the same time. Okay, now that we got that figured out, we can move on to week two against the Titans. And hopefully this won't even be a question. We can just kind of steamroll here. But if we do beat them, which we do, just barely, wow. But now we should be able to get Jeffrey Simmons, so another D lineman, but at least this time it's a tackle, right? So the Titans right here, Jeffrey Simmons, 95 overall. And this D-line is stacked. We've already got Kobe Turner at D-tackle, Braden Fisk, and then now we're adding Jeffrey Simmons. And here is the new look defense with Jeffrey Simmons in there. I don't see how we're going to lose another game for the rest of the year. Hopefully in one of these upcoming games we can get a DB somewhere because these DBs are not that great, but they can get the job done for now. And then maybe a tight end, if I can get like a Kittle or something, which we do play the Niners twice, so Kittle is not completely out of the question. Now week three, this is going to be a big test. We've got the Philadelphia Eagles. Both teams are 2-0. If we can get the win here, man, that'd be huge. And we do, 24-21. Let's go. All right, that is another big win. And let's see who they have for us. It's going to be Lane Johnson. That's actually a really good pickup because we needed some sort of offensive line help. So I'm happy with that. All right, now that we've got Lane Johnson, let's simulate to our next game against the Colts. And we are both 3-0. Both teams are 3-0 once again. And let's see if we can win this one. We do win this one as well, 28-7. Yeah, now we're on a roll. All right, so the Colts are going to give us Jonathan Taylor. Yeah, this team is about to get crazy. Kyron Williams is really good, but when you have a chance to get someone like Jonathan Taylor, that's you can't really pass up on that. Also, I don't have a choice. He's the highest overall. All right, so there it is. We've now got Jonathan Taylor and Lane Johnson on the team. This offense is starting to look much better than it was at the start of the season. I'm excited for the rest of this season. I really need to get a DB from somewhere. Ooh, the Niners. Okay. We have a chance, I think, to get George Kittle here. I think he's their highest overall player. I'm hoping he is because we could use a tight end. Let's see here. We get the win against San Fran. That is huge. We are on a roll right now. 5-0 to start the season. All right, now the Niners' best player is George Kittle. Oh, I forgot about Trent Williams. Okay. I'm glad it's Kittle, though. We needed a tight end, and we got one. God, I feel like it's a sin to have Kittle in anything other than a Niners uniform. This offense is looking crazy. The defense could use some work. The defensive line is flawless, but the defense as a whole could use some work. All right, now our Week 6 game is against the Baltimore Ravens. They are 4-1. Looks like a pretty good team, but my team is only getting better and better. So let's see who comes out with the win here. And it is the Ravens. We lose our first game of the season. That really sucks. Who are we losing? Okay, we're losing Lane Johnson, which I can afford to lose. If we would have lost Stafford right there, I would have been a little bit sad. We're losing Lane Johnson to the Ravens. So yeah, that really sucks, but is what it is. We'll jump back in the win column, hopefully, here against the Jaguars. They're 2-4, so this should be a pretty easy game, I'm hoping. Next week is our bye week, so let's go into the bye week strong here. We get the win against the Jags. All right, we are 6-1 on the season now. But more importantly, that means we can go poach the Jags' best player, which will be Josh Hines-Allen. This one really does nothing for us. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, this one doesn't do much for us here. Okay, I forgot to hit record, but our Week 9 game against the Saints, we won by 1 point, and we were able to grab Demario Davis. Yeah, there he is right there. Demario Davis was the highest rated Saints player, so he is now on the squad. And we kind of needed a linebacker, so I'll take that. But now I want to focus on getting some DBs, because that's like the one area of this team that's not elite. But yeah, we have the Niners again here in Week 10, and we've got a chance to take Trent Williams from them, which would be huge because we lost Lane Johnson earlier in the season to the Ravens, or one loss. So let's beat the Niners again here, and we can get Trent Williams from them. 30-24 final score. Let's go. We get the W against the Niners, completing the sweep on the season. And let me just make sure that Trent Williams is their highest rated player. He is. Oh, okay. He's actually tied. But since he's at the top here, we'll take him. Yeah, 97 overall, Trent Williams is coming home. Okay, now that we've got Trent Williams, it's time to get into our Week 11 game against the Seattle Seahawks. They are 5-4 on the season, and we are 8-1, and we just keep on getting better. This turns out this challenge is actually pretty easy whenever I'm winning, and we win again. We beat the Seahawks 38-20. So let's go. I think that's JSN. I think we're about to steal JSN from the Seahawks. Yeah, 96 overall. Jackson Smith in Jigba. He is the highest rated player on the Seahawks. All right, so with JSN on the team, here is the new look offense. This is just insane. 4 superstar X Factors on one side of the ball is absolutely ridiculous. And then here's the defense again. We really need to get a DB on this team, or else we are, because that's our one weakness. This week we've got Tampa Bay. They are 9-1. Wow. I did not know Tampa was this good. 2 different 9-1 teams facing up against each other, and the Rams pull this one out. So a 21-18 win will give us the Buccaneers' highest rated player. That's actually huge. Every win that we get is huge because our highest rated player right now is Matthew Stafford. And if we lose our quarterback, then that's just going to set us off on a downhill roll. So we're going to get Tristan Wirfs from the Buccaneers. I'm actually going to move him to right tackle because I've got Trent Williams, and Trent Williams has that left tackle spot locked up. All right, so Tristan Wirfs will be our new right tackle, and this team is becoming unstoppable. We've got the Carolina Panthers now up next on the schedule. They're 8-4, so they're a good team. Looks like they're on a roll. Let's sim to next week, see if we get the W. And we do, 35-7. I don't know if I'll lose another game. I might not. Which, I mean, that'd make it easy. The Panthers' highest overall player is Derek Brown, so we get to steal him. But the problem is we have too many defensive linemen. I mean, these are my D tackles right now. Jeffrey Simmons, Kobe Turner, Braden Fisk. Braden Fisk is going to be the D tackle 4 on this team. Is that not insane? Okay, we are now 11-1, but we're not stopping there. We've got the Arizona Cardinals up next, who are 5-7. So let's win this game and see who we can get from them. 38-17, the final score. I actually don't know who their highest overall player could be. So let's see here. Trey McBride. Oh, that makes sense. We're about to have George Kittle and Trey McBride. And that makes absolutely no sense. All right, so let's take a look at this team now after our latest win. I mean, we've got two of the best tackles in football, and then we have the two best tight ends in football as well. Let's move on here. Week 15 against the Lions, who have a losing record up to this point. That's kind of crazy to me. But let's sim this game, see if we can get a W. We do, 38-21. We are consistently putting up like high 30s in the point category, which, like, yeah, that makes sense when you look at my team. But I mean, wow. Penei Sewell is the highest rated Lion. Interesting. Okay. I don't know what we're gonna do with Penei Sewell, but we got to make room for him somewhere. Okay, I think I figured out what I'm gonna do. Penei Sewell is originally a right tackle, so I'm gonna leave him there. Tristan Wirfs is originally a left tackle, so I'm actually gonna move him to left guard because he is slightly smaller than Penei Sewell. It's not really a difference at all, but I am gonna move Wirfs to left guard so that I can fit both of them into the lineup. And my current left guard is an 83 overall. My current right guard is a 87 overall. So I'd rather have him at left than right guard. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do for the offensive line. Now we're 13-1, heading into Week 16 against the Seahawks, who are 7-7. Let's get another win here and steal another player from them. 43-17 final score. Oh, okay. And this time we actually get a DB, finally. After beating the Seahawks, their highest overall player is now Devin Witherspoon, so we can take him off the Seahawks' hands. All right, now this defense is looking a little bit more scary, and my safeties are low-key developing into some good players, so I'm cool with that. But yeah, Witherspoon is a great addition to the squad. Now let's play this game against the Falcons. It's the second to last game of the regular season. We're at a 95 overall now. That's insane. The Falcons are 5-10. So if we beat them, I think we get Bijan, which we don't really need. But we do beat them, 21-10. So yeah, let's go to the trade center here and see who the Falcons. Yeah, Bijan Robinson. I mean, I don't know how we could possibly get all three of these guys into the game. I think Kyron Williams is going to have to take a back seat now. Okay, Bijan has now been added to the squad, and now it is time to play the final game of the regular season at a 96 overall team. We're going up against the Cardinals, so let's see if we can get this win here to add even more players to our playoff team. And we do get the win, which means we finish the year 16-1. That is just absolutely crazy. And now this is the second player this year that we get to steal from the Cardinals, and it's a safety. That's exactly what I need heading into the playoffs. So Buda Baker is going to join the squad. All right, here is the final squad heading into the playoffs. It looks like you just took the best player from each position and then put them on one team. That's basically what this team is. I mean, we've won so many games that we've gotten so many great players from. This is actually crazy. We've got Puka, Jonathan Taylor, Bijan Robinson, JSN, George Kittle, Trey McBride, Devontae Adams, and then on defense, this is what we're working with. We've now got a safety, finally, a good one. Actually, Kinchins is turning into a good safety, but we get Buda Baker from the Cardinals in the last week of the season. So we're in the wild card week right now. Obviously, we're 16-1, so we get a first round bye. So we're going to simulate this week and then see who our opponent will be for the divisional, and we will be going up against the Minnesota Vikings. Okay, so if we win this game, we can add a player from the Vikings, and we move on to the NFC Championship. So this is a big game here. Let's view the playoff bracket. So yeah, we've got the Vikings, who are the 5 seed in the NFC, and then we will be playing, if we win, either the Packers or the Cowboys in the NFC Championship. So that should be good. Now let's advance this week and see if we beat the Vikings or not, see if we're advancing. We are advancing, and we play the Green Bay Packers. So in the NFC Championship, Green Bay will be coming to Los Angeles. But first, we've got to make a trade with the Vikings. Justin Jefferson is the highest overall player on the Vikings, which means he will join the squad. It's actually insane what this team is turning into. Okay, so we've now got Jettas on the squad, and he's not even in this little graphic here. He's wide receiver 3. This is crazy. We've got 6 superstar X Factors on offense, and we've got 3 on defense, and one of them isn't even playing. Okay, we've got a big game here. Green Bay Packers at Los Angeles Rams. Let's see if we can win it. If we win this one, we're going to the Super Bowl. And did we win? What? Why doesn't it say? We did win. Okay. We won 29-24. Pretty close game. But now we get to take a player from the Packers. The Bills won in the AFC, which means it'll be a Rams-Bills Super Bowl, which it could end up shaking out that way in real life as well. But yeah, Packers' highest overall player is Micah. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's another big one. But it is another edge rusher, unfortunately. We've got too many. I genuinely don't know who to start as my 2 edge rushers, because we've got Micah, we've got Will Anderson, and we've got Jared Verse. I'll probably have Micah start over Jared Verse, but still, it's like, how do you bench Jared Verse? All right, let's look at this team one final time before the Super Bowl. This is the final team, hopefully. Unless we lose, then that's awkward. But this is the final team going into the Super Bowl, and why does it keep trying to bench Kevin Dotson? Okay, we have 1099 overalls on this offense. I don't know if you know how crazy that is. 1099s just on the offense. And then on the defense, we've got Micah Parsons, we've got Will Anderson, we've got Derek Brown, Jeffrey Simmons, Devin Witherspoon. Just cracked out defense. But now, let's sim to next week, sim to the Super Bowl. Oh, okay, Puka got Offensive Player of the Year. That's cool. Stafford had the highest QB rating this year. Wait, now I want to go look at awards. Yearly awards. Let's go here. Stafford won MVP. We have the MVP on our team. That's awesome. Custom Coach got Coach of the Year. Heck yeah. NFC Offensive Player of the Year went to Puka, and Stafford was 2nd place, and Jonathan Taylor was 4th place. That's just hilarious. Defensive Player of the Year, Demario Davis came close. Jared Verse and Will Anderson were also close. Best QB, Stafford. Best running back was actually McCaffrey. All right, so we got some awards. That's pretty cool. But now let's play the Super Bowl. You know what? I'm actually going to... wait, no, I don't want to play. I just want to, like, view the game. We're going to go into the game and kind of watch it from inside the game, if that makes sense. But yeah, this is the big game. This is what this whole video has been leading up to. We're looking for that Super Bowl ring. And let's get it right here. Come on. What better time than now? We're going to jump forward to the end of this game. And let's just see what happens. Oh, wow. We're losing early. And we go into halftime down by 7. That's rough. Oh my, are we going to lose? Oh my god. No way. No way. What? Actually just lost? Bro. There is no way that God Squad just lost. I'm actually going to have to restart. Wow. I can't believe this. Well, now the question is, who are we trading away? Because now we have to trade somebody away. This challenge doesn't end until I win the Super Bowl. Let's go see who we're trading. Whoever pops up at the top of this list when I click on Add Player is who we're trading. So there are going to be multiple 99 overalls, but whoever's at the top is who we are trading, and it's Micah Parsons. Okay, that one we can live with. I just did not want it to be Stafford, because that would be bad. But yeah, let's go to the Bills edge rushers here. Yeah. Okay. So Mike is off the team. But wow, I cannot believe we lost that one. I cannot believe we lost that game. All right, and just for time's sake, so this video is not crazy long, I'm going to play out all of the next season, and then I'll see you in the playoffs. I'm assuming I'll make it to the playoffs. If not, then something went horribly wrong. But yeah, I will see you guys in next season's playoffs. All right, we are finally back in the playoffs after this long season. We went 13-4, and it looks like we have a bye once again. I want to show you guys the team now because you are not going to recognize it really at all. Here it is. We've still got JSN and Puka and Jettas and, our tight ends, but we've got Patrick Mahomes now. Matthew Stafford actually retired in the offseason, and then week 1 we beat the Chargers, so we got Herbert, and then we went on to beat the Chiefs, and we got Patrick Mahomes, which was insane. So he is our quarterback. We did have to trade away Jonathan Taylor in one of our losses, unfortunately, as well as some of our offensive line. They got poached as well. But yeah, this defensive line looks as crazy as ever. We've got Derek Brown, Dexter Lawrence, Jeffrey Simmons, Vita Vea, and Kobe Turner. Those are some of the 5 best D-tackles in the league, and we have all of them. We made a big upgrade to the secondary with Patrick Surtain. We got Max Crosby on this team. We got Zach Bond. We made a fair amount of upgrades, and I'm happy with where this team is at. So yeah, let's get into the playoffs here, and hopefully this time we can actually win the Super Bowl, because we're so close. I mean, we're so close to winning that thing. Okay, so in the divisional, we are playing the San Francisco 49ers. We actually lost to the Niners at one point this year, and we had to trade away Puka Nacua, but then we beat them later in the year, so we got Puka right back. So that was kind of sad whenever we had to trade him away, but luckily we got him back, and now we're playing them in the divisional round. Please, can we get a win against them? Bro, there's no way. There's no way this team lost in the divisional. What? What is happening? I mean, I don't know what... Literally, what can I improve on this team? Interior O-line, I guess. I mean, how does this team lose? I've been doing this for so long. It's been about 3 hours I've been doing this, just on the Rams franchise. On the Jags, that took another couple hours. So, like, I've been at this for probably 5 total hours. And all of this just to lose in the divisional round to the Niners. I mean, I'm not going to keep playing this. This is going to be over with. I'm going to end the video here. If, for whatever reason, you guys want to see more of this, I can continue with this Rams franchise, or I can start brand new. But yeah, just let me know if you guys want to see more of this. If you like this type of franchise content, it's kind of something new I'm going to start to get into. But, I'm not normally a franchise guy, but this was fun. I mean, if we would have been able to win a Super Bowl, it would have been more fun. But you know what? That's all right. But yeah, if you enjoyed, go down and drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It would really help me out a ton, as well as check out my Twitch and my Twitter linked in the description. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.